Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A T-man is in the Minnehaha County Jail charged with rape, burglary, and robbery. Court documents say 55-year-old Michael Kirsch kicked in a door at a Sioux Falls home early last Thursday morning, then used the wood from the door frame to hit a camera and the victim.
The affidavit says Kirsch threatened the victim with a syringe before raping and beating her. According to court documents, it was not a random crime. Kirsch and the victim knew each other.
Police detectives are working to uncover more information almost a week after a newborn baby was found at a Sioux Falls recycling center. Last Tuesday, an employee at Millennium Recycling called police and reported finding the body of a baby. Police described the baby as a full-term infant. Today, his exact age still is not known.
Police still aren't able to say how long the baby boy's body had been at the recycling center. KELOLAND's Tom Hansen sat down with Police Chief John Toom to get an update on the case.
Somebody knows something, right? Somebody is familiar with something almost every single time we have a case that involves a deceased person. And what we would say is that if you know something, just to call Crime Stoppers and let us know. It's anonymous.
Chief Toom says they have solved similar cases in the past with DNA evidence.
Following violence among inmates last month at Mike Durfee State Prison, we're hearing from Michael and Joey, two inmates who were incarcerated at the Springfield facility during the unrest.
Each are now out on parole and living in Sioux Falls.
I believe that there was a huge risk to a lot of people in the housing unit that I was in at the time because there was just so many people rushing into the room all at once.
Joey and Michael fear retaliation, so KELOLAND News agreed not to share their last names or show their faces.
Now let's check in with meteorologist Scott Munt. Are we going to see some rain this morning, Scott?
Well, we do have a couple of showers out there across south central South Dakota. We'll see how long those do hold together. Otherwise, the fog that we've had this morning will slowly go away. We'll have partly sunny skies this afternoon, temperatures in the 70s and 80s. Best chance at the rain will be western and central South Dakota. More details on your forecast with Brian coming up.
Thank you, Scott. From food to beer to lodging, even access into state parks seemed a little more pricey, said bikers who attended the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally.
A few were caught off guard when they had to pay $20 for a 7-day pass at Custer State Park. Motorcyclists don't ever remember having to pay an entry fee for a 7-day pass.
That does seem pretty high. Seems like it was maybe jacked up during this time.
But a lot of bikers say they don't mind paying the $20 fee because the reward and the ride to get there is worth it.
Teachers across KELOLAND are getting their classrooms ready and gearing up for the start of the new school year. And yesterday, some first-time teachers in Sioux Falls received a special grant to help them prepare.
At Monday's teacher orientation, the Sioux Falls Public Schools Education Foundation announced 70 first-time teachers would be receiving $200.
When staff are just starting, it's expensive to equip their first classroom. There are some buildings that have funds available, others don't, and even if they do, we know that teachers are spending hundreds of dollars out of their own pocket to buy supplies for the classroom.
$200 means a lot, especially like once I realized all the things that you have to get for a classroom, I was like, yes!
The Education Foundation started handing out these grants in 2011, and this year marks more than 1,000 teachers that they've helped out.
And that's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, our weather picture today, well, Lake Madison, we've been starting the morning here with temperatures in the 50s, and overall, a pretty pleasant morning. There are some areas of rain, though, that have developed across south central South Dakota. We've been talking about the winter area a little bit, and we'll keep an eye on that as some of these areas in central South Dakota could produce some very isolated or widely scattered rain. Sioux Falls area, I think we're pretty well positioned to kind of work on this fog issue. We've seen some clearing and then temperatures in the mid to upper 70s later today. You can see the hourly forecast kind of bears out that trend here. Those 80s coming into Rapid City, and then the west, the southwestern part of South Dakota will fire up some new storms by this evening. It looks like that chance of rain will go up in that area, and then we're going to follow that trend line towards central South Dakota tomorrow morning. I do think Sioux Falls, too, by daybreak, we have some rain chances. I'm curious to see how that depth of moisture working its way out of Kansas will affect the rainfall rates with these thunderstorms. There is some potential for locally heavy rain, but again, more on that story later today. So let's kind of follow that through Sioux Falls tomorrow morning. We're going to ramp up that rain chance at least a 50 to 60% level in Sioux Falls. There's also going to be redevelopment in the north central tomorrow afternoon. We're getting pretty decent agreement on that swath there between Mobridge and Aberdeen. Looks a little more likely, kind of tied into that surface low pressure center tracking through there. And then Sioux Falls could easily pick up some more rain on the backside of the system Wednesday night into at least the first half of Thursday. Your rain chance to start things off tomorrow morning will hit these 30-40% ranges around Chamberlain and Pierre. Yankton, that's even higher, 50%. That's going to originate down to northeast Nebraska. So that's that first area. We want to watch that, see how that works up towards Sioux Falls and Worthington Wednesday morning. And then, of course, we're going to carry those rain chances during Wednesday afternoon and evening. Better than a 50-50 shot, eastern Kettleland. So certainly if you're looking for some rain, this will be one window. Again, I would highly advise watching the weather as the chances are certainly there. 70s today, Sioux Falls 78, Brookings 77, mid to upper 80s in Rapid City. Lows tonight, we're down in the low to mid 60s. We'll start watching radar trends here late evening, overnight, and then tomorrow we'll pick up those rain chances. By the way, the rain will impact some of these hourly temperatures. I'm going to stick with 76 in Sioux Falls, but you know, that 71 in Worthington, obviously rain, if it ends up moving through middle part of the day, it is going to hammer down on some of our highs tomorrow, so just be aware of that. 80 on Thursday. We're going to see if we can reduce that rain chance down. It's not gone, and I would caution you, there could be some new activity that sprouts on the backside of the low Thursday afternoon. We're getting some new data suggesting that could come in. The rest of this forecast for Sioux Falls is pretty dry. No major lock-ins on rain at this time. Aberdeen, well, low 80s for the weekend, which is pretty close to normal. So again, a wet period here coming up tomorrow. Chance of rain in Pierre is also up at that 60% level. And then Thursday, behind the low, we could sprout a couple of showers. That's probably it, though, for a while. Friday, Saturday, Sunday looks drier in central Kettleland. Even Rapid City, this chance of rain is going to be best here tomorrow morning and late this evening. And then we'll reduce that rain chance to 20 to 30% Thursday, Friday. Check out more details. They're online at kettleland.com.